and Sinful Simps.
And now I know. I'm not pressing nothing to nothing.
Be judged.
Shalom, I can give us a second. We're just getting started and setting things up. So
I'm gonna send you this picture, yeah. I'm gonna send it to the. Oh, that brother. What phone is that?
This one, the 925.
The new number. Okay.
Yeah, because my main one is the one I'm shooting on. Matter of fact, you could put that picture up first, Uriah, on the big screen.
Okay, I'm trying to do now.
Little Miss
Hot and thought.
Polish eater. Polish sausage chick. Queen. That queen. That queen to be. Quean, queen. So we're still live on this one, right?
No. I did revamp the thing, so that we're live on Elder Uriah's.
Okay, well, go ahead and go live, brother.
Perfect. Okay.
Anybody else going live?
Use your confirmation.
Well, no, that's good.
So this is us. Start message. Unfortunately, I had to save that bitch to the phone just to put her in another room.
Oh, you got her?
Yeah, I guess cool. I got her. I got in the room now. But I'm about to delete that. I don't want that bitch in my phone. I'm before. Hey, while y'all coming in and we getting started, man. Fuck these bitches, bro. Fuck them all, man. I'm so bitter right now to females and simps. This is perfect time. That's why I ain't got much to say. It's too easy. I'm gonna let the missiles speak for you. Y'all don't listen to the real men of the Lord anyway. Fucking everything they know. They don't know shit. Well, you know I'll take that back. They do know something. They know how to be wicked as hell. Wise to do evil kind. All right, well, come put them on deck. We ready? We all ready.
Okay,
Give me 1 second, man.
Oh, wait, hold on. Technical difficulties.
Yeah, because it's reading it that it's on its side, but it's not.
Yeah, you gotta hit that button.
Yeah, go back.
No, I did, but it's
Something, no, it tweaks sometimes, but that's Esau though. They do something and then make an update.
They changed everything.
Update.
It was fine the way it was. They do that, and then all of a sudden, everything's difficult.
It's just like I was using Pro Tools, and then it's like, wait a minute, why is this rougher than that? Back in the day, it was so easy. They make it overcomplicated. I figured the shit out, but it's like, damn, that's Esau. Just like you were saying, Rala, about the cars, they put the stuff. They put it intentionally in bad places to make more money. It's everything, and they run in all this. This place is done from the rooter to the tutor.
And they do that shit because no problem. Just because you are anxious.
Well, they want you to have pay more money. It's all about money. Everybody thinks about money, right?
all right.
Good. All right, shalom. We're the brothers of the Great Millstone, a branch here in Chicago, and first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers that's doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their freedom, risking their lives to do so now more so than ever. The 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, the Israelite foreigners among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations. This is not a black thing. And to the few akwaf that are listening and learning. And today's subject, you're seeing it on the screen. That if you could put that on there, brother. You probably want to scoot up further, so you can. It's the unruly women and sinful simps, are about to be judged. There's a lot of judgment coming. I want to open with this scripture, and this is Jude 1 and 14, and it reads, "And Enoch, also the seventh from Adam, prophesied of these things, saying, Behold, the Lord cometh with 10,000s of his saints to execute judgment upon all, to convince all the ungodly among them all their ungodly deeds, which they have ungodly committed, and all their hard speeches, which ungodly sinners have spoken against them. The Lord is coming to destroy and bring punishment to all who speak out against the gospel and that speak out against the men of the Lord.
That's right.
All right? We're not doing this out of pride. We're not doing this out of vainglory. We're doing this out of the fear that we don't be destroyed and that we be counted worthy of salvation and what's about to come, because this thing is here, man.
That's right.
There's all sorts of signals and red flags going off left and right. You know, they keep talking about black swan events, and when the alphabet squad starts telling you about threats, there's some shit that they're gonna do, and then blame it conveniently on whoever they want to blame it on. And unfortunately, for them, the American public has pretty much woke up to that. They have lost the trust. Americans do not trust nor believe in their government anymore. Except for the stupid ones. All right. But the majority of the average American does not trust. I just saw a comedy skit where it was with Joe Rogan, and it said, before, the C-19er thing, that he believed that, that the jump thing, the jump off, was the greatest thing to mankind. And after, he said he believed it is the worst thing. He don't believe that that they ever went to the moon. And he don't believe shit anymore, because the floodgate of truth has opened up.
That's right, brother.
All right, and Esau is being exposed. You brothers can chime in.
I got second.
You got something? Oh,
Second Ezra 15:8, and you got it. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things, in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. We're complaining about this. First of all, everybody's got to deal with Esau, Edom on down. And guess what? Once we get done with Esau, Edom, we come home, guess what we got to deal with? Our women, our families, and these niggas, man. What Esau has done is put the woman over the man, like the scriptures say, a woman shall compass a man. All right, come on this way, bro.
Thank you. And we also live in a society where they reward wickedness. If you can put that on the screen.
Folly is set in great dignity.
I got this right quick just to prove the point that the Elder Malcolm had mentioned. It says Luke 21:36. It says, "Watch therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all the things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man." So it said, like he said, not only are we watching, right, but we're praying that we be counted worthy to escape those things, because serious times are coming, man. That's not just a mantra. That's not a fear tactic. All right, we're not fear mongering to subject, but ultimately to let you know that the Lord's going to bring all this judgment, man. Okay, because when He brings that judgment, you're going to know. We try to warn you, all right, knowing the terror of the Lord, man. We know we're going to do that's going to provoke you to fear. We're only going to let you know, hey, judgment's coming. It's coming bad. It said, a worse time like never. It said, who shall be, righteous men said, who shall be deliver me in those days? All right, prophets said that. Imagine you, little piece of shit third ass, or you wacky-tacky Christians, all you that ain't truly serving the Lord. What place have you? If Ezra himself, when he saw all the destruction around him, feared, what makes you think you're safe, man?
Exactly, brother.
Now,
go ahead, bring it up, brother.
this is going to what you led with about that guy that basically lost all faith and trust in the government. He believed it was all lies.
Perfect.
Well, this is Sirach 20:24. A lie is a foul blot in a man, yet it is continually in the mouth of the untaught. And the fact of the matter is, St. John, the 8th chapter, calls this devil the father of lies. All right? And that's who he is. So once he got caught up in such lies, hey, look, they should have been realized this shit when they came out and admitted that they had partook in the assassination of JFK.
That's it.
So once that came out, you should be like, well, what else did you lie about?
Exactly.
Because you lied like that. Like you said, it's
That's a big thing.
Yes, it is.
And there was no justice served against anybody within the CIA and the government that committed those heinous crimes. They actually, and then they created the word conspiracy.
Yeah.
They made conspiracy theory a thing when they conspired to murder a man, all right, and then tried to make folly of people who spoke about, and called them conspiracy theorists and the people who spoke about it. And then the truth came out that the driver turned around and shot the woman, which makes complete and total sense, which is the reason why she was climbing over the trunk of the car away from the driver. Freaking out because this man just turned around and blew your husband's head off in front of the whole everybody that was out there in Dallas.
Right.
And then they started pointing to windows and Lee Harvey Oswald and murdered this man immediately, so the dead men don't talk. And then it had the same remnants of what happened with Trump, except Trump they missed. All right, and so it's the same bullshit.
Same MO, and not to mention they confessed about the Tuskegee experiments. They did that shit.
The Guatemala, everything that they've done to Jacob, man. And to other people, to their own citizens. They've released chemicals on whole fucking neighborhoods. They did it in San Francisco, released it on the whole the whole population of San Francisco, going back to the 1940s or 50s.
Elder, not so far. In Will County, when them people were getting cancer and they started testing to that it was basically a company that made pharmaceutical products. Now, have you ever known the pharmaceutical products? They're always wrapped on that special paper that has that alcohol, basically to avoid contaminants. Well, in that suburb, it was here in Illinois, where after they shut down the factory, people were basically become it was like a 30 to 40% increase of cancer in that area because they were manufacturing the shit that goes to the hospitals, which gets all them chemical wraps to avoid
contaminations,
was causing cancer to the people in that suburb.
Brother, everything that Esau does is causing a detrimental effect in every single way. He does not care about you. I heard the fact that toilet paper, they put chemicals on toilet paper because when you put it on your behind, it goes straight into your body.
Yeah, that's one of the fastest ways to do it. Because now we find out that a lot of druggies take their drugs through their ass. All right, and I was like, what the fuck? But then I found out that that's because it gets into your system really fast.
It goes right in the bloodstream. It's people that even drink alcohol like that too.
That shit is
goes straight to your.
That shit crazy.
Yeah, they do the vodka.
Oh my god!
Hey, well, and we gonna get to the video about when she farted on it and all that. She said, "Fuck the Haktua." But let's put it back on that screen, and we gonna get on these 304s.
Right?
Dot burgers.
Zoom in and get it on it, man. I don't know if you can see it through the camera because people can see it. But the point being, man, and the sad thing is that this woman is in Chicago. She put her face out there, and she's actually, she's somewhat attractive. All right, and physically, but morally and physically on another scale, from a DNA level, she's completely and totally defiled. All right. And it says, and I'm just going to read it. This is from No Jumper, a Chicago woman going viral for admitting. It says that I remember I got mad. So she got mad and I'm going to assume she got mad at her man.
Yeah.
All right. Or her woman. She probably got both.
Most they like this
and sucked 16, and they got the, the eggplant emoji there. All right. 16.
Fallacies.
How many of those you think she swallowed?
16.
She probably swallowed every one of them.
I fuck with it.
She probably. Somebody get that in Second Ezra. I mean, Sirach. That drink the water, every water that's near her.
And wipe her mouth.
Get it in right here. Get it in some of them other versions too. Go ahead, bring it out, brother.
This is Sirach 26 and 12. She will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he has found the fountain, and drink of every water near her. By every hedge will she sit down and open her quiver against every arrow.
So how many of them out of that? So she opened a quiver against every arrow. The quiver is what you put your arrows in when you shoot the bow. So and a quiver can hold quite a few arrows.
Yes, it can.
All right. So so how many? So I'm going to assume that that everybody that put their eggplant in their mouth.
Of course.
They more than likely put it in her too.
Of course.
All right. Well, I would assume at least half of them.
Oh, everyone.
Because she got mad and she went out and did this.
No man is gonna be. If that's all you're doing is that's all they did. They all bust.
And it might have all been at once too, because the brother just told me about when he was in college. He went into a dorm and there was a line of dudes in there.
I got it in the G&T.
Bring it out, brother.
This is the same scripture, Sirach 26 and 12 in the G&T. It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her.
Wow, GNT is a good news translation?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
That is good news that we figure out that our woman is enemy.
It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man
Now,
who
women
wants
should be a whore
her.
in the streets.
Amos.
And I got one for you too.
Go ahead, y'all.
Yep. It says she'll spread her legs anywhere for any man who wants her, just as a thirsty traveler will drink whatever water is available.
Man, so she spread her legs for 16 people and drank the water of 16 people, quite frankly. All right? And but guess what? She'll get called a boss bitch.
Glorified.
She'll get glorified, big up. You go, girl.
Getting that bag.
Yeah, she went 16 times.
She got her payback.
She got her payback. And then if there's actual paperwork connecting her to whoever she got mad at, she will get rewarded for this behavior.
Title 4D,
She'll get Title 4D, unlawful child support. Child support is unlawful. Fuck what you think. It's completely unlawful. It's unconstitutional.
Show it to me in the Bible.
All right, because in the Bible, and according to the laws of the land, it's unconstitutional. They violate the Constitution to enforce it. All right, we'll just leave it at that. All right, because for anyone who's doubted it, it's true. It's 100% true. All right, it's not a right, and it tells you too in their own bylaws that Title 4D was meant for the state treasury, and it was never meant to support the custodial parent or the child. It was never meant for you. You get crumbs according to what the state and all the people that are prosecuting and jamming up these poor individuals who are victims of it.
That's right.
And then they have the nerve to call it child support to make it sound like it was this noble thing. All right, when it's all a front. But this woman will get rewarded for that. She'll get child support and alimony for doing this, but according to the Bible, she's supposed to get a sword.
That's right.
Jezebel got thrown out a window and eaten by dogs.
That's right. And the scripture says if the woman don't act right, she's supposed to leave with nothing.
Yeah.
All right. If you put the woman out, them kids stay with you, and your money stay with you.
And this proves who we are because we're under the curses, but because the Bible said that our women would behave this way in the end. This is part of the curses. All right. And despite what you think. A woman is not equal to a man, all right? In the Holy Scriptures and within the Bible, all right, a man is allowed to have multiple women if he chooses, all right, if he wishes to. All this, monogamy, that's not scriptural, that's not biblical at all right? It clearly tells you if thou shalt take another wife, that's scriptural, all right? And that's just one of the precepts to prove it.
Except one, right?
All right? Now, at this point, if this is all I have to choose from, I'd rather be by myself, man. I'm waiting on the Lord, man. The Lord got women lined up for all of us. And Thawadi Yahweh Shema Shai, I've actually been in contact with one of mine. All right? So the Lord got women lined up for us, man. All right? You don't have to go out and look for women. The Lord already got them for you, bro.
I just said that earlier.
All right? I'm like the elder apostle Gabar at this point. I'm on monk mode. I'm so disgusted and sick and over women, man. I leave that for you young brothers who too hot to handle yourself. I'm done, man. Everything you can think of that you done tried, I done did it already. I promise you. And I'm done. I want to do it.
Can I back you up?
Bring it out,
This
brother.
is Sirach 25. I want to read this whole thing. I'm just
read the whole chapter.
I'm
back to back. 2 chapters.
I'm gonna jump around a little bit, right? Because we can do that. Verse 9 vocab. Verse 19. All wickedness. Now understand when the Lord says things in certain ways. He said all wickedness. So I will stop right there.
The most wicked man.
All wickedness, any kind of wicked act.
The wickedest man.
The wickedest act. If you can go around the room, we don't have to do it. But if we was to go around the room and say, hey, what do you think is the most sinful?
Well, the height of sin for a man is sodomy.
Okay.
So a wicked woman outdoes the wickedness of 2 gay men doing the worst act that 2 men can do.
Come on now. Say it perfectly put. All wickedness is but a smidgen to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Jumping down, verse 24. Huh?
No, I said that's right.
Of women, now this one is another banga.
And this is the point. This is what makes it even more wicked, because the influence that women have, all right, It's a video. We ain't gonna. I just
Go ahead.
bridge it. It's a video. The man pulled the camera out, and it was him, his baby mom in the car, and the kids in the back. And he pulled the camera out to record and tell them kids, y'all mom is teaching y'all to be gentlemen. Well, she was teaching y'all to be gentlemen. Open the car, basically be a simp. He was mad about it. And he say, what are you teaching your daughters to be? And this out her mouth, and the boys seen it, and what her response was to finesse men. So these bitches are influencing their sons to be weak-minded simps and telling the women, teaching their daughters to take advantage of that shit.
To be
man.
boss bitches.
Yeah, so,
basically.
Yeah, so these women, they perpetuate the wickedness. Whatever they doing, because it's a gay man. Now this nigga's gay, and he was mad at people because they getting on him because he don't want his son to see that he's gay. He don't want to expose that to him. If he's gonna be there, he gonna be there. If he not, he not. He don't want to influence that. A woman wants to put her bullshit on her children in the world.
Wow. Dwayne Wade and Gabriel.
And Gabriel Union spearheaded that because the baby mama came out about that.
Oh yeah.
So all wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. A woman will well, Adam went up because the woman came and persuaded. She didn't just be wicked by herself and say, you know what, fuck it. She went and took that shit straight to Adam and convinced him to go off.
That's right. Hey, of the woman came the beginning of sin. Since you said that, I was reading that. That's the spirit. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. This is from the mouth of the Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Women are a dangerous motherfucking dude, man.
How many kings, when you read through how many of the northern kingdom kings was wicked?
Oh, everyone.
Right. And how many of those kings went on their own and killed the prophets, wouldn't kill all the so-called righteous men? It was only when the woman was an influence that she wouldn't kill the prophets. She went to make sure these sons got taken out. This lineage got taken out. That was the women that did that. The men never thought, well, you know what? As wicked as he is, he never sat on the throne and said, he's going to kill all the motherfucking prophets.
Come on, bro.
Even when the northern kingdom split, they didn't kill the Levites that wasn't priestly. They sent them to the southern kingdom.
Right.
But when the woman had the influence and had her sons here, she influenced him to go kill all the bloodline of your brothers.
Wickedness.
All right, go kill the prophets.
Them men are speaking against us and speaking the words of the Lord. You need to.
I was about to say John the Baptist
because you're the king, right? And they're speaking against you, son. You need, you could just hear the nigga woman speaking in old, why am I hearing an English accent? Because that's what they confused us with, you know.
Hey, here's his head of the plotter, my lord.
Right. But
John the Baptist put his head on a charger.
Right. Anything. She could have. The nigga woman could have asked for anything.
Really, Jim?
Right? But what she asked for?
The mother had the daughter do it.
She said, ask for the head of John the Baptist, man. Like she could have asked for anything from the king. Any fucking thing. But she wanted to kill the prophet.
Well, he said up to half of the kingdom, you said it was? He could ask for that?
Yeah, he could have asked her what for. She could have asked for forever. For anything. The bitch said, oh, I want the head of John the Baptist.
Because she felt
but his mama, because the mama was cut.
You know what? It's because you know what? Because he condemned her for her whoredoms.
Yep.
Like the lady on the screen.
Witness.
Right? He witnessed against her whoredoms, and she got mad, and she nuzzed her daughter. And and so ask that Edomite, fake J00, that ish for John's head.
That's
right, that Herodian. All right, for Hebrew Israelites' head.
You talking about the selfishness, man. The Lord says a grief of heart and sorrow of mind is a woman that's jealous of another woman. Women are so selfish. And you ask women, they will be honest.
You just, can I read it? You said it. 2 Corinthians 16:49. Like as a whore envieth a righteous, honest, and virtuous woman.
Damn.
So the women who are actually trying to live right, the women who are talking about shutting the fuck up and being submissive and being right. Oh, that's just a pick-me bitch. And I heard that for the first time about a year and a half ago. I didn't really know what it means. Coming from some old loudmouth feminist, independent scissoring ass feminist, a scissor expert, all right, who also like dudes too. She one of them wicked ass, And
that's what I was gonna say.
She just a pick me.
Elder, that's what I was gonna say. That's a new danger among these wicked ass women. Because these wicked ass women not only will do dicks, but what they'll do is they'll convince you, or they'll try to convince you that they have a gay friend, and then get drunk with him, fuck him, and he's been doing other fucking dudes in the butt. Yeah. So that's a new thing, like you said. You think that as far as it goes, now you have these same hoes fucking that gay friend, and then that now you done fucking forgave her.
Perfect. Perfect. And how you? Yeah, it ain't no forgiving once they do that to you.
Yeah.
You got. I don't care how much you love them and all that other stuff, man. They're already defiled, man. Matter of fact, you going off if you do that. Go to Jeremiah 20:23 and put the camera back on her, and then we're gonna actually play some of that folly video. But with this particular woman, just backing off what what Ariella said, this woman, when she went out and did that, do you think she told whoever she was with? You know,
she did not.
Well, she did now. But do you think she went and told before she laid with him again?
Hell no.
That was the whole point. She did it, and then she went back and kissed him and laid with him and was with him. All right. And probably and kiss. And if they had children, she's kissing on his children. Feed biting the food and feeding the baby after she didn't have 16 specimens in her mouth.
And all that
now
attached,
that's attached to her spinal column and attached to her DNA, and now she more bugged out. And that's just that. If she admitted she did that one time 16, how many has she done? And that also means that she's done this before. So this is a woman who's had gangbangs. She's probably been in orgies. She's done it all, man. And unfortunately, that's what you men are dealing with out there in the streets, man.
See what her name is, right? Lola Money. She all about the money. She a hoe. She a dot. She going out there. She up there dealing with men for financial gain.
Go ahead, absolutely, brother.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth.
Came out again.
And saith, I have done no wickedness.
Yeah. Right.
Spirit brother came
she right. She got to wipe that those specimens off her face. And then I haven't done anything. No, you've done something, all right. All right, you've defiled yourselves. Anybody got that, Jeremiah?
23.
Yeah, Bob Kushak.
Top.
Yeah, from the top, brother. I think it's 1 through 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeremiah 23 and 1. Woe be unto the pastors. There's 3 and 1.
You want Jeremiah 3 and 1?
3, brother.
I got it, because I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife, and she go from him and become a brother, got to discern stuff, man. I snapped on Jake on the line about that. You got to discern. Yeah. Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return to her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
There it is, man. So what's happening here? You get that another. Yeah, could you read it in the version that you read it in? what could because it's plain to us.
Right.
But Jake make this huge. They get lost with the thee and thous of the from the King James of the old King's English.
And then
but it's plain to us.
Quick point about those sins. It says, "Then thou shalt remove the evil among Israel." Man, that's how you end that shit, man. All right, when it said that they were put to death, that's how that shit was dealt with, man. That's why this is a recurring problem from a liberty that the white man gave you, man. Yeah. This is a recurring problem from having the wicked in authority, because Ishmael still goes by that rule, man. All right, Ishmael said, and look, they're gonna fight you, fucking
some of the Hamites do it too.
Yeah, no, they definitely.
Matter of fact, most of the Muslim cultures still follow that.
I think they what do they do to their? They circumcise their kid or whatever.
Well, so that's some of the wicked.
That's what I'm saying. They even do that shit to them.
That's a whole other shit.
And that's some wicked shit. That's wicked. I met a girl like that.
Yeah, I don't know why you would want your woman not to enjoy you. That's
come on, man.
Retarded shit. All right, go ahead, brother.
It's Micah 7 and 10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy God? My eyes shall become.
Why is the Lord calling the female of Jake our enemy, man?
Yeah, because that scripture is 100% talking about the Israelite woman, and it's mainly talking about the Judite woman.
That's right, brother.
Right, the women of the unfortunately is talking about the women of the main tribe. All right.
And they have the most influence. More and more I've been seeing, and brothers been even saying it more and more. I'm seeing young girls. I'm talking about 12, 13. See a girl with a big butt. Damn, she got a big butt. Look at that. I mean, women are more enthralled by a bitch ass than niggas sometimes.
You said on the comment boards, I'm the bitches. They all start the same way. I'm no better than these niggas, girl. Look at that ass. Bitch, you just want to be gay, bitch.
Brother,
They want to blame us. That's natural for us.
And we supposed to
be it.
I was on a train. Matter of fact, I was on my way to Bounce, or either to the Anyway, I was on a train once, and this was many years ago because I was like 29. All right, I was 29 years old. I do remember that. Swole as fuck, in shape, and it was a bunch of high school girls on the train with me, and the young girl called herself macking me down. And I was like, I said, girl, don't you think you're a little young for me? And the girl told me, she looked me dead in my face, and she said, too young for you. I'll teach you a thing or two. And I was like, damn. I thought to myself, she probably would. But the point is she was so bold, and this was that long ago. All right, because I'm far past, I ain't seen my 20s in a long time, man. So I'm far past that, and that was at the end of my 20s. All right? And shit has got so much worse since then. Right? Hey, we just witnessed for the 4 or 5 days a lot of Palooza, man, in Chicago. It was nothing but a nipple, cleavage, and booty fest.
Whole fest.
On the street.
Some of them in high school.
Some of those, and you know what? And the sad thing is that you're right, many of them were high school girls, and it was many of their parents who bought them the tickets. They gave them the money. They gave them the money to go and participate, and got the rooms and everything. So I can only imagine the amount of activities like her on the screen that went on from last Thursday to Sunday, right through the double Shabbat.
Yes.
They were all in them hotel rooms having orgies and scissoring and doing the shit that this girl was doing. All right?
And Yakis said something heavy. I was going to make that same point. He said, and they sing in their outfits. And you know what's crazy? If you want to correct them and talk about their outfits, why they dress like that, these are they children. They had a fucking 3-year-olds out there dressed like that, 4, 5, 6, 12. And you would mention like you should have had a dress like that. And their response is, why are you sexualizing this child? Nobody's doing that. The fact of the matter is you got to teach them to respect their fucking selves. If they grow up and dress like this, and what do you call it? Dressing sexy. Well, how is that not sexualized already? You call it sexy.
It's fucking
Right?
retarded, brother.
In Lollapalooza, they had a section. I was driving down Lakeshore Drive, and I saw it. Lollapalooza for the kids. So they got a section for
Palooza kids.
Palooza kids, bro. And then so these you glorifying and everybody in there butt naked. I mean, some of them wearing tassels. Some people got the little all they got on their breast is a tassel covering the nipple. A little string going down over the whole breast and the whole line. We see them with them big ass stacks and shit. This is what you want your little kid to see. This is what you're idolizing. Folly has said in great motherfucking dignity. This shit is nasty as hell, man.
Sexualizing them.
These niggas weeping for that shit too.
They simps.
My wife's daughter, which is my daughter, her fucking daddy, we sent her to go, he went and visit her, I think it was last year, and she had long dresses on. He said, man, why you got my daughter dressed like a damn cornball? He was basically scoffing that she was covered up. You know what I'm saying? She was scoffing that she got covered up. My wife, she went down to Atlanta, with her auntie. Her auntie asked her, she said, if you gonna be with a nigga, at least get something for it. At least you should be making some money being with these niggas. She said, she telling her she too pretty to, be with a nigga like me. But she telling her, promoting her, like, look, you need to be getting you some money off that pussy.
You need to be doing what she doing.
She told her.
It's basically what she's trying to tell her. And that's why the lesson is named what is named. These unruly ass women, right? And these sinful simps. The damn chimpanzee army.
That's right.
All right? And it's an army of them. Because you got them go queen, or you got the dude that'll pull up and open his door for her. Yeah. Talking about, oh, that nigga don't want you, you can get in the car with me, baby. You gonna kiss her too, nigga, after all that? All right? After she done gargled all them different proteins.
Man, he don't care. He just happy to get what he can get. These niggas
wicked ass. And when you understand the anatomy and the biology involved in it, and how their stuff stay in them, and then you go inside of here, and you gotta remember, man, your penis has an open mouth on it. So when you in there, and I can only imagine the crotch, the smell, you know, that comes out of her. Like no rotten sardines that's been in an enclosed containment for a couple years.
It's probably crazy.
Soon as she get wet, that funk hit you, boy. No, you know, or they say back in the day, the smell test, the finger test.
Oh wow.
You know,
Remember that?
yeah, a lot of guys would do that. The finger test, man. They'll play with it, get a hot and steamy. They're right, and then they would test that shit. Like, nah, I'm good, baby. I don't. Never mind.
Here.
You know, when you lose your erection, man, when you go from 12 o'clock to back to 6.
It's happened, bro.
You know,
I like
it's
that.
well, especially when you're young, man. That 12 o'clock, right at my navel, boy. You know, when you take that away, it's done. It's over, man. Right? Bring it out, brother.
This is the book of 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also the women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearls or costly array. You know, and that's the standard of the scriptures, man. You know, the Lord, the Almighty, who created the heavens and earth, has instructed women to dress modestly, man. All right? And, you know, you guys decided to go your own way, man. When the Lord comes back to bring judgment on this place, all right, you're going to have to answer for your ways, man. Okay?
That's right.
Yeah, if I may say, because those instructions right there come from Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And the Most High God said, I am a spirit. Therefore, you must worship me in spirit and in truth. You see, spirit, that's the strength. Spirit, that's life. You don't have no spirit in your body, you're dead. You see? So I want to get a couple scriptures real quick. It says Matthew chapter 26 and 41. It says, watch and pray that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. So the spirit is strength, is life. The flesh is weak and death, right? Now in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, it says, likewise ye husbands dwell with them, your wives, the women, according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. And the point is, though, that the woman is the weaker vessel, right? So she's more prone to go to flesh, all right? She's more prone to go to what's weak, which is the flesh. Lean into your own understanding, establishing your own righteousness, right? So they're more prone to go to a death style as opposed to a lifestyle, which the brother Yahweh just read, all right? The scriptures, how a woman should be. That's the instructions, all right, from the Most High God. And when you don't follow the instructions of the Most High God, you weak. You're about death, all right? You're about madness, sickness, everything that's going to have this world like it is today, a living hell, as opposed to rolling with the instructions of the Most High God, so the world would be a paradise. If everyone went according to the instructions of the Most High God, everyone would be in a good case. But when you sit up here and you go towards the flesh, when you go towards what's weak, when you go towards death, that's what you get. And that's what's going on. And we speaking these things, letting it be known. All right, come repent, come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we all have, you know, in our ignorance went towards, you know, the flesh and leaning to our own understanding and, you know, establishing our own righteousness, doing what we want to do, being self-willed. And that's shameful.
Yeah, it is.
You see? But when you're shamefaced, that means, well, you're rolling with the Most High God and what He say, His instructions, rolling with the ways of life, rolling with the ways of strength, of power, all right? And you go the opposite way, then that's death. And that's what these women are on, man, and more prone to do.
Yeah, you know what, y'all, because they want to be in a defiled state. Did we finish that, man, Jeremiah? We didn't.
No.
Go ahead and finish it, brother Babu.
This is back in Jeremiah 3 and 1. They say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
Yeah, and I went through that, you know, not that long ago. Right? I mean, you know, I went with that, and I mean, and it hurt it because I really did. I really loved that woman. And brothers who know, you know, they know. I mean, I love that woman, man.
And you know,
And the funny thing is, that after that happened, that's when that smell kicked in, because it wasn't like that before.
It was crazy.
So, you know, and through the spirit, I knew before, you know, it even came out. Then it came out, and I was done.
and the spirit always quickens.
And never look back. And guess what? She gonna need me way before I need her. All right. So she back in the world. So she probably done been through 16. I don't know. I don't care.
No,
All right.
These women, when they first of all, when they talk amongst themselves, that's one thing that they the internet and the social media is now really showing the blunt, raw, dog ass nature of these females. Man.
Yeah. And they always talking about men, but look at these women.
But you'll never see the men ain't as slow down as these women, bro. They sitting there and they get together and they'll even on these little podcasts.
Well, and they plot, and they also have the law on their side, so they get the benefits of unrighteous decrees supporting their wickedness.
They'll post something like, when you let your intrusive thoughts win. And that's basically what social media allows them. It gives them a platform to post the shit that before these bitches used to just eat and keep in their brain, which is shit anyway.
Right.
Now,
matter of fact, now that you said that, bring up that video about Fisha. A little bit of it play. You got something you want to bring out right now?
I can wait.
Okay, come.
You got Waller bring out what he got?
Absolutely.
This is the book of this is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thine heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking the wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want.
Wow.
For lewdness
is
the mother of famine."
It was blocking the words.
Like the brother Yakia.
Could you read it again? I'm sorry.
This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Now therefore, my son, love thy brethren, and despise not in thy heart thy brethren." And what is love? Is teaching of the commandments.
That's it, brother.
That we continue to push the way of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, so we can establish a nation that's big and plentiful. As it is written, the Lord teaches us to profit, man. But this world teaches death, man. It says, "The sons and daughters of thy people, in not taking," Salaki, it says, "and despise not in thine heart thy brethren, the sons and daughters of thy people, and not taking the wife of them. For in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want."
Can I grab the definition of lewd? Real quick, this is the definition of lewd. It says obscene or indecent, low, ignorant, vulgar, base, vile, wicked, worthless, bad. Yep.
Can you read the first two definitions?
Wow.
Obscene, indecent.
Indecent.
Yeah. Low, ignorant, inclined to, characterized by, or inciting to lust or lechery.
And the funny part is, they'll tell they ask the women, what are you afraid of? And then one woman was like, what happens if 911 goes and what men would do, or something that the bitch said.
Well, she was the smartest one.
But
At least she thought about it.
These women are so dumb. You got these men that are just 100 times stronger than you, 1,000 times smarter than you, 1,000 times patient than you. You sitting there doing all this ripping wop the bam, and that day when the Lord says, "Rise up, you women, you careless women that are at ease," all right. These women are at ease right now. But once that tree turned from green to dry,
no, they get snatched up and sold and trafficked, and it's still in the green tree. So what happens? Women are getting trafficked every day. Children, all right, every day in Babylon. Probably here more than any other place in the world.
Absolutely.
And it's still a green tree. So what happens when that green tree dries up? And we're so frighteningly, we're so dangerously close to that time.
Right.
You got to understand, man, that with this whole threat of WW3, and now you got all the alphabet agencies saying, talking about all these things that are going to happen, all these warnings. You got Black Swan events that's lined up the up the yin yang, man.
Yeah.
And the Black Swan event, if you don't understand what that means, the Black Swan event is usually an event that was done by an individual, but they did it themselves so they can blame it on another individual. That's what that means. So, and most of the things that's happened in American history over the last 100 years or so have been Black Swan events.
Yeah,
all right.
How that saying go? Desperate time calls for
desperate measures. Right. So you need. So when look, if I control the media, I could have something done and then put the face of whoever I want on it and say that this person is responsible. They show you shit like that in the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep.
All right.
Yep.
We live in real life Hunger Games,
Yeah,
but not yet.
Right.
All right.
It's just gonna continue to heighten until it gets to its apex of Jacob's trouble. You was about to say something?
Yeah, I'm gonna make a quick point because you can tell it's an agenda because they're doing it worldwide. Even in Russia, their champion just got his eye pulled out, and the media is putting basically trying to blame the immigrants. But then when you really look into it, he went and interrupted another fight, made himself get in their business, and then he got his ass beat for jumping in
and lost his eye.
Yep. So they try to make it seem
was
like
he a boxer or something?
Yeah, he was a champion. They try to make it seem
well, I
like
guess he shouldn't have been champion. He got faded by a street nigga.
Yeah, it was yeah.
So then maybe he really right and wasn't as good as he thought.
And they trying to blame the Muslims. They trying to blame them for it over there.
Yeah.
And you see it all in the comments. Motherfuckers mad. See, it's the same thing with Europe. It's all Europe. They said America is the blacks, and Europe is the Muslims.
And I just saw something too. They so like the women in Spain aren't safe, and they were showing some dark skinned Muslim dude with woolly hair. Snatching on some Edomite woman and pulling on her arm so hard when he pulled and all of a sudden her blouse was in his hand, And the other two Edomite men were standing right there. They weren't helping her.
Yeah.
So MGTOW, you strong and independent. It was two Edomite men sitting right there the whole time. He's trying to pull her and she trying to yank away from him, and he had her sleeve. Next thing you know, her shirt was in it. She slid right out of her shirt. All right.
You want to finish that out?
Just to finish real quick, it says, for in pride is destruction and much trouble, and in lewdness is decay and great want.
Perfect.
For lewdness is the mother of famine.
And, wow. And America and the West in general is full of lewdness. As a matter of fact, the European TV is naked shit on the TV all the day long. They have been since going back to the 80s.
Yeah.
I remember watching old reruns of Benny Hill.
I knew he was supposed to say Benny Hill.
Right, and it was just titties on TV on a regular basis when you were watching the. It's like, damn, this how they get down in Europe.
I used to love that shit.
And that's why you about to have famine in all different ways, man, of essentials.
Why can't you hear?
You see? Yep. No, I'm finished.
This is Leviticus 19:29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
That's right.
To cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom.
There you go.
Wow.
And the land become full of wickedness. So it's not just, you could be a whore and that's that. No, you become a whore. Those ways are learned. Then more whoredoms increase, and then more wickedness increase in the land.
Right.
So soon, like you said, lewdness brings famine. Lewdness brings decay. America is full of whoredoms. The world is. Hey, France been like that. All right, and now this shit is. They mocking.
That's the home of menage a trois. It's a French word.
Exactly.
Yeah. They made fun of the Last Supper.
Yeah.
And they had them damn drags and trannies on there, and that's supposed to be progressive.
Right.
Hey, more whoredoms led to more wickedness. Whoredoms led to the amount of sodomy you see.
This is true, brother, but I have to speak on something. For the record, the first image of the Last Supper was blasphemy.
Yeah.
Well,
right?
yeah,
The original one, because that's not how the Lord or the disciples look.
Right.
Just wanted to throw
No,
that in
facts.
there, brother.
The image is false, but the Last Supper happened.
Yeah.
And they making mockery of things that are holy.
Yeah.
Meaning that making them Edomites in appearance was fucking blasphemy.
Yes.
Hey, and
Right.
I've seen on social media, even my mama, you know what I'm saying, post up, oh, this is the true image of the Last Supper with all the Edomites right there. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to say something, but I was like, what?
Right.
What?
Both those images are fucked up. But the last one is so much worse.
Yes.
Because it's a blatant. At least the first one is deceptive. This one is just straight up, just spit in your fucking face.
Yeah.
You got the Messiah as a drag queen, man.
That's
Yeah, they gonna pay for that, man.
Yeah.
All right, and
All
so
right.
that's the only thing that's left. Everything is just the world is fucking lewd.
They gonna pay
Yes, right.
just like
Famine
that.
and decay is what's left.
I'm
Brother, I was just gonna say now they gonna pay just like Antiochus did, you know, in the Maccabees, man. It's coming, man. But you know, put it on there. Let's play some of this video, brother. Babakusha.
Babakusha, Babakusha.
That mother of the family, this neighborhood has certainly seen too many shootings. And last night, it was Tabitha Jamison. She just turned 21 years old. She was about to start a new job next week. She was sitting in her car right in front of her house with her cut.
That girl said, spit on that thing. That's boring. I'm farting on it. Exactly. Speak to him, Toothless. I'm farting on it.
Hop Tua, more like
God damn.
Pua. I like to read a hoe says, you know what, I'm a hoe. I go to so many countries where people would kill to get here, and they do what they actually have to do. It's not that good for country with the highest unemployment on the planet. I talked to a woman who was mother's age trying to see the prostitution, and I respected the fact that she went to a rap for money, and everybody doesn't have a podcast or video for a day's work. That we interview you, I want to hear your story. Because people with your story claim that you had to do this. I talked to a woman who actually has to do this. Working with the highest unemployment in the world. You're deluded. And you know what she said in her interview? She said, if I could go to America and wash dishes on the road, I could do that happily and send money back to my family. You see the difference between you and women there who are doing the same job of prostitution? They do prostitution in some cases because they need jobs. Okay, you do prostitution because you need.
All right. Now here's the flip side of that with this bald faced tie wearing, you know, 2/3
Simp ass nigga.
fake woke simp right here. Is that all right? It's a simple fact that in America, prostitution is about to make the biggest comeback, right? As a matter of fact, with some of these women, it already is. He's only because that's what OnlyFans is. OnlyFans is really them
That's the
prostituting.
worst kind of prostitution.
They're prostituting themselves.
Can't even touch it. Gotta,
All
what
right.
the fuck fun is that?
Well, no, a lot of them they actually have people coming and
Not true.
Yeah. So, but the point being is that
Big money.
you got a lot of women that are going to realize that they make more money prostituting themselves than they actually did at work. But everything's going to it's going to become so bad in America that no one's going to be able to buy your services.
That's right.
And once the green tree is dry, they just going to take it from
And
you.
that's, I got you.
That's where we're headed. That's what's about to happen. So you women out there, and you simps that support them, you're about to feel the judgment, man. Bring it out, brother.
It says, it's this quote that Capo sent to me a long time ago. It says, women want the authority of a man, the benefits of a woman, the accountability of a child.
Damn, that's so right.
I gotta read that again. It says, women want the authority of a man, the benefits of a woman, and the accountability of a child.
Right.
And that's true, man.
Because you know, it's like that saying, how you know, rough men make easy times, and easy times make soft ass men and whorish women. I'm gonna add that to it. That's hard. Look, rough men, all right, build up societies, and make it, you know, and make them flourish. And then the men come after them, get soft as fuck because they don't have to fight and you know and build up the same right. They lose their roughness, all right, okay. And then their women get promiscuous, and you know, and there was a quote that Capo sent it to me. It's in that phone, unfortunately, but it was some guy. I'm trying to remember his name. And in 1934, he did a study on all these ancient civilizations, and basically the one thing that they all had in common was their women being wild and unruly and sexual debauchery and unruliness before their fall.
Mhm.
And America is definitely there.
Can
All
I
right?
back you up?
Absolutely.
This is Isaiah 13 and 11. I'm going to read this down to 16. I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity. I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. I will make a man, this is a real man, not no simp ass nigga, more precious than the fine gold.
And that's not talking about, you know, a follower of the FOI.
That's right, brother.
That's not talking about, you know, a follower of the 5%ers or some soft Christian dude that's at church every Sunday in a suit. It's not talking about them. They're not going to be precious at all. Anyone who's not calling on the name of, so even a lot of these Hebrews,
That's right.
a lot of these people that woken up to the fact that I say again, the fact that we are indeed the Hebrews of the Bible, all right? The right ones, the Israelites, because there are other Hebrews too. Abraham had many children, and everyone that was a seed of Abraham was a Hebrew, but there was only one chosen seed, all right? That's what Galatians is talking about, by the way, dumbass Christians.
Yeah.
All right?
Even a man the golden wedge of Ophir. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as a chased robe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee to his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined to them shall fall by the sword.
Yeah.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Right? So, man, so your children's going to get put to death right in front of you.
Oh, yeah.
All right? They're going to take your belongings, right? And then they're going to give the 16 eggplants to your wife right in front of you. All right? That's gonna be happening a lot here when these lights go out. When there is no 911, and you women are going to remember, you're going to be reminded that you really are the weaker vessel. So we're going to see all that, you know, all that hand clapping and punching your fist, you know, all that bullshit that you're playing that tough woman chick, like you're going to fight a dude. We're going to see what happens, all right? When you know, when them lights go out, when what was it called? Cloud Crown fails you yet again, and there's no 911, there's no computers, there's no cell phones, and you just gonna run your lips any old way to these men out in the street. There's gonna be a lot of women floating in the river and in the lake, and naked, because they've been used before they got dismissed.
Can I read this?
Right?
Can this
Read it, brother. And I'm just giving you that. I'm not saying that I'm going to do these things. All right. What we're telling you is that this society, that's about to happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
it's a lot of
angry incels and these migrants and these all these strange people that migrants already snatching bitches up and fucking them, young ones too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? And selling bitches.
Yeah, I got the Citizens app, and it was broad daylight. Motherfuckers tried to snatch the bitch up and put in the van in broad daylight.
Yep.
Wow. It was funny you say that. This is an article from the UN Women. All right, the shadow pandemic. They call this a shadow pandemic. Violence against women during the siege to the 1/9. I'm not gonna read all. I'm just gonna read just an excerpt. It says fast facts. Globally, even before siege to the 1/9 began, 1 in 3 women experienced physical or sexual violence, mostly by an intimate partner. Emerging data shows an increase in calls to domestic violence helplines in many countries since the outbreak of the siege to 1/9. Sexual harassment and other forms of violence against women continue to occur on streets, in public spaces, and online. This has been saying since the siege to the 1/9.
And it still hadn't turned back.
It ain't turned back because first of all, men are getting tired of these women.
Well, you're right. Then you got a lot of men that's not dealing with women too. You know, a lot of men just don't even want to deal with them anymore. You know, you got the passport bro movement. You know, the MGTOW. You got all these movements, and a lot of men, you know, they don't want to deal with these women. Yasharala and I were at a spot. I won't say the name, but we were at a spot that I like to go to a lot. There's near the dojo, and we watched the girl, all right, who kept eyeballing. Her eyes was on us the whole time. She kept looking over. Edomite chick. with her cheeks out because it was Lollapalooza. She probably went straight to Lollapalooza.
You know?
And what do they call it? Not a hookup. Not a what did he call it? Not a booty call, but a foodie call. So she got, because she came there by herself. Next thing you know, a simp came outside and sat outside with her and bought her food and bought her drinks. All right, whole time she eyeballing Yasharala. She was on her.
But what up with this other guy for a foodie call?
She went to a foodie call. The dude bought, basically, she went and got out some nerdy Edomite. He came out, and bought her lunch, bought her drinks, and after she got her fill, she gave him a little hug, stuck her little cheeks out, and her, we saw everything. And bent them over toward where we were. Looked over her shoulder at Yasharala one more time. And she was out of there.
Wow.
See, that's a common thing. A nigga take a bitch out. You know what? At the end of the whole little meal, she say, "Oh, my ride here." Mm-hmm. And a lot of times we Uber, but no, these bitches so bold. They're about ride here, and it's a nigga they finna fuck that night. They get in the car, they laugh about it. He like, "Oh, he bought you. What he buy you?"
What? Damn.
Bitch sometimes have a damn leftover bag for him.
I had him buy some extra for you, baby.
Because she say, "I need something for my kids." Shit, bitch,
I just saw a story the other day on the ground. One of them things that the dude, he said he went on a date. He said, "What's the most fucked up date you ever been on?" He said, "I went on a date. I was waiting on the girl. The bitch come show up with her kids." And it's like, this is the first date. They show up with the kids. So he ended up, they end up at the date. Well, and then
I'm gonna hope that was the last date too.
Of course, but it gets worse
because of her.
It's worse though. Then she says, she tells him, like, she gets on the phone, gets off the phone, and says, "Look, just play along, and whatever you do, just play along." The baby daddy came and picked her up with the kids and him. She told the baby daddy that he was her oldest son from a previous relationship, and then he took them all back to the crib and then dropped him off at his crib, and he said he was done. But it said this is how simple.
Oh wait, so he was messing around with an older chick?
Yeah, I don't know that I couldn't see that. I couldn't
so the chick said, "Oh, this is my oldest son."
Yeah,
which is the baby daddy.
She got 3 kids, so she, that don't mean nothing, but yeah, but for him to say that, he was just so blue that the baby daddy ended up dropping him off. You know what I'm saying? Oh, because he had to play along with her. He said he stopped dealing with it. He said, "I'm not dealing with that." But you just make. And then the podcaster asked him. He was like, "Well, don't it sound like she just got you for some food?" He said,
so
that was like that.
That's what made me. That's a foodie call.
Oh my God, I got foodie calls now. What the? It keeps another thing. Just keeps popping up.
You got a damn Coca-Cola and Newport fetish. She can give a dude some mouth. Give him some cheeks real quick, because cigarettes damn near $20 now. So a cigarette and a cigarette and a Coke, you get about $20-$25. That's damn near the same thing you pay for a quick top off in the car or something. Right? So yeah. Man, look, man. Like I said, monk mode for me, man. I'm done, man. I don't want to have nothing. I know how close we are, so I can wait.
Yeah, because
I can wait.
Yeah, because in a minute, when all hell break loose,
that was perfect timing.
When all hell break loose, that's great. These women really gonna see that they really are nothing.
Yeah.
All right, and that the whole time, like the elder brought out the scripture earlier, I will make a man as fine gold of Ophir, right? So what's gonna make these women put away their jealousy to say, let us be just called by our name to take away our reproach?
Desperate measures.
Desperate measures for the nigga woman, for the Israelite woman to say, you know what, you was right. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? This shit ain't right. Hey, for one, all right, taxes is going through the roof.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but here's the flip part of that. The flip side of that, brother. And you can continue on. The flip side of that coin, as a lot of these women that's going to decide that it's okay now, they not getting chosen.
They not going to get chosen.
No, you don't get to wait Because it says in the day of thy power, thy women will be willing, but it's going to be the women putting forth the effort already. You're going to be able to read their spirit. You don't get to drink 16 rods yesterday and now say, I'm ready to be your other wife.
Right. You know,
no, you don't get to do that.
And that's going for you women that you know that you done dealt with brothers and brothers maybe been trying to have some type of mercy on you. And you're gonna be the worst case.
Yep.
You're gonna be the worst cases. Alright? Because you think you're gonna do what you wanna do, and then at the final moment when all hell break loose, you gonna think you're gonna water your little stank pussy back to the brothers. It ain't gonna happen like that. Alright? Hey, just like the elder Malcolm would like to say, hey, since you rode the cock carousel gonna ride you. The scriptures say your own sins will reprove you. Alright, so since you wanted to be a whore, alright, you gonna get rammed through like that damn woman who ran away from her Levite husband. Right?
She got it bad,
hey,
and there's gonna be a lot of that going on. She got it bad. They look that woman literally got fucked to death. All right, them Benjamites, you know, yeah, she was farting on it and everything for sure. It was a lot of hot tour and farting going on at the same time. All right, she probably could barely breathe because every time there was an opening, she got stuffed with something else, man. You know. All them Dexters, it was twirling it. You know, them was the Benjamites.
And everything,
all right?
And everything today is hypersexualized.
Yeah.
These niggas have an insatiable sexual drive.
Hey,
they can't be satisfied.
You're absolutely right, man. Antiochus got killed by his own devices, man. The Lord struck him with stomach issues, where he was rotting in his stomach, and Antiochus tortured a lot of people through their stomach, a lot of disemboweling and things of that nature, man. And so the Lord promises that a lot of people gonna meet death and punishment by their own devices.
That's right.
So all them different rides, a lot of you gonna die that way. You literally gonna be under a sea of men, all right, that having their way with you until the life leaves you, all right. And they ain't gonna give no fucks.
None.
All right? You just gonna be getting pumped and pumped. All right? And everyone that touches your mouth, you gonna drink. Yep. Your stomach gonna be full. Your bowels gonna be full. Your nasty, funky, fish smelling. You about to get ravished in the worst way. This shit is about to happen, man. All right? This society is going to collapse. Right. This third world war is on your doorsteps.
That's it, bro.
All right, they sending out letters to people now.
That's right.
Shit then got real, man.
Yeah, selective service system letters.
Gone. Bring it out. We gonna play some of this.
This Deuteronomy 21 and 15. If a man have two wives, now you know that a man is allowed to have multiple women. One be loved, another hated. They have borne him children, both to be loved and hated. And the firstborn son be hers that was hated. So this is going into a law on the inheritance of the sons. But it's letting you know that a man can have multiple wives. He can have two wives. Plain as day.
That's yet another precept that they right. And if thou shalt take on another wife.
That's the one I got. I got that one in Exodus 21 and 10. If he shall take him another wife.
What? If he should take him a what?
If he take him another wife.
Right. Meaning you already have a wife or wives already. Okay.
If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish.
So you're not supposed to diminish. So it's if you take on another wife and then the wife that you have, she diminishes, then you going off.
That's right. You're supposed
to keep she's supposed to still stay where she's at. And you're supposed to still be giving her rod on the regular if you were giving it to her. It's like, now that you got this new wife, I'm sexually starved because you always giving it to her. No, that's not what's supposed to. As a matter of fact, when a man is allowed to actually be a man,
that's right,
sex gets better for all the women.
Come on, bro.
Because he's really charged to that. Yeah. Because he's actually in his natural state. He's in his truest, naturalist, masculine state. And you gonna be glad you got a sister wife. Man, like, girl, girl, you be with him tonight. Shit, that nigga, I'm still walking funny. That's how it should be.
Come on.
You have a person to talk to.
All right.
You got a person to do your hair for free.
That can actually help you or breastfeed your child.
Yeah, and it's more beneficial now than ever to have multiple wives because on one level because what is it? Trouble in the flesh. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just be thinking about it business wise.
Right.
enterprise-wise. Even ancient world, you didn't just multiply wives for no reason. Your wives and your children help, help
Grow your
with your
business, yeah.
enterprise.
Build your business or whatever
So-
it was that you were doing.
Yeah, you got multiple incomes in one household. Instead of 3 motherfuckers paying 3 rents or 3 mortgages, now you got 3 people in one household, which would lower the mortgage at least by 2/3. All right, which allow for more disposable income. Which you women love to go on trips and do this and that. You will have more money.
Yeah.
Plus, like Kanasa said, you'll have an actual friend that's gonna give you counsel that benefits you. Not some bitter bitch that ain't got no nigga telling you to go play the fucking field.
That's right. And if you was looking at all the statistics, and it's been worldwide for years, everybody who had a polygamous relationship with the men.
And I really hate that word.
Me too.
They love to create words and then but go ahead.
But it's polygamy.
Polygamy. All right.
Polygamy is when
a man with multiple wives. Every situation and case is always better financially, morally, and even the women who give the testimony said they'll say a little hesitancy to start, but they say, man, once we got in, we see the benefit, and they last longer. You don't have the bullshit, you don't have the divorces, you don't have the madness that's here in this bullshit with the America's monogamy bullshit.
Right. You got a woman. Let's say you want to go out. One woman may be overwhelmed. You got extra help to help you with the children.
That's right.
You got an extra person to cook. You got an extra person to clean. You got another
help
thing.
with the baby.
Help with the babies. If you pregnant and you have a baby, or even if both of y'all had a baby. Let's say you don't produce as much breast milk as the other woman does, and you want your children breastfed. You can actually get a child the breast milk. All right, you have extra breast milk in the house for the children. You have to actually have more milk in the house. And then you actually have someone, because a man ain't finna sit there and talk to you about all your problems. Hey, look, we got our own shit going on. You got a man, you got another woman that actually sit there and really genuinely cares about what's going on, because she in the same house with you. You women are selfish. You are inconsiderate. You really don't love the man that you with.
They don't love themselves.
You want all eyes to be on you. But guess what? It's gonna come to a time the way it's gonna be forced on you, because you ain't gonna be able to live. You ain't gonna be able to live. You ain't gonna be for one, going back to what I was saying earlier, taxes in the south suburbs did already shot up 300%. My mother was just complaining about it. She said she went from paying $3,000 a year to $9,000 a year. God damn. She said, man, this shit is getting you can't afford it, and they on fixed income. They getting up there. My mother, my father, almost 70 years old, and she like, damn, it's gonna be rough. Once that happens, what's gonna happen with the rent and everything that's gonna shoot up, especially with apartment buildings. Apartment buildings, a 3-flat is already in like places like Calumet City and things like they already paying $10,000, $11,000.
Oh well, you know why that side of the whole real estate issue is having a problem. One of the reasons why it is having such a hard problem is because the commercial real estate is collapsing.
Oh yeah,
it's completely collapsing, man. So the C-19 fucked everything up because it got these people used to working from home. They don't want to go to work no more, and they got the business owners who are renting these spaces, these companies. They realize how much money that they was wasting when I could just pay you a little bit more to stay at home and laptops. Everybody can do work from the coffee shops and shit. The flip side of that thing is that the Crown Cloud is about to kill all that. AI is about to kill all that. It's because all those people who do work that way, they're about to lose their jobs. So, and one of the things that they're talking about in this video is the upcoming attack on the infrastructure of the internet here in America, and they're already telling you that it's Russia or China. So, which probably means that it's going to be done by a hacker that's paid by the CIA. That's right. More likely than not. And then they're going to blame it on one of these people, so they have an excuse to do whatever it is they're gonna do, and then it's just like Saint Benji said, when this chaos kicks off, and these Edomites think they're just gonna be shooting up migrants. Look, they're not gonna when they start shooting Venezuelans, they're gonna add Mexicans and Puerto Ricans, and they definitely gonna add Judah to that. This shit gonna go. This shit, and then not only that, but when they do that, all of them agents and all them different nations is here that's against America. they gonna activate too. So now you good old boys gonna have to, you coming after Jake and them motherfuckers coming after you.
Hey,
This shit about to be crazy,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
they showed the map where all the farmland China been buying up. It's right basically on top of key military points in America. They did the overlay. They showed the map. They had the one map where all the Chinese farmland is at. They put an overlay of a map of where all the key military places are at.
Wow.
So they got the different bases where you got nukes and shit. It's military. These lands are owned by China now.
So you got tens of thousands of Chinese that are here. You got tens of thousands of different Ishmaelites and different types of Arabs. You got tens of thousands of Hamites. Right? Yeah. This shit.
It's already started.
Look, and like you said, America prior to Biden, it was about 335 million. Now it's almost 400 million, over 400 million people here. So you got about 55, 60, about 55 million more people in America. All right, and quite a few of those millions are men of military age. Even if it's just, what do you think a 1 million strong army could do?
A lot.
Just that. Behind enemy lines.
Man.
All right? So
the ultimate Trojan.
you didn't open up your own fucking back door.
Yes.
All right? And you didn't open up your party to everybody, and everybody in the neighborhood, strangers you don't know, is in your house, and now you trying to shut everything down.
And everybody
in every room, you got people, your people doing shit in your room. They in your jewelry box, they taking your shit, they in your bathroom.
Right.
You know, they having sex all over your house, and now you trying to get control of it.
And you know,
it's retarded,
They
man.
got your guns.
do you know how you can see how much this really going bad? Be driving that truck around, even going up north to go get those carpets.
Yeah.
That whole block on Lincoln, it was about 7 or 8 stores that were out of business.
Now you wonder
You know what I'm
why he's damn
It's, on Lincoln.
Lincoln.
And Boys Town. Then I've been out. I work in driving out to the suburbs. I'm going out to Alsip. I'm going to the south suburbs a lot.
Oh yeah.
Deserts. They when you see the suburbs,
Strip
got
malls are
Blue
just
Island empty. You're talking about stores. You know, when you see the suburbs now having the boarded up stores and not being able to give, when they used to be the safety little joint, this little small community and small family business. I grew going down 95th Street. See how many stores are closed down 95th Street going to Oak Lawn because we played the tournament right by where we do the jiu-jitsu tournament at that same area. Right. And I'm seeing what closed down. It's lethargic, bro. That used to be a golden strip.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
This spirit you said that because I was you mentioned the retail shit, the south suburbs, right? What we was talking about.
This shit dry.
Instead of they did a lot of appeals to try to get the taxes, lowered and put it on the businesses. So like Home Depot, instead of putting the tax on Home Depot, they won't do it because Home Depot is so everything is so frigid right now, real. They'll leave. They'll leave and just move. Fuck it.
And it
won't even be worth it to pay this high ass taxes. But as of July 2024, public officials in Calumet City, Illinois, are considering redeveloping the 58-year-old River Oaks Mall into a mixed-use campus. The mall has fallen into disrepair in recent years, and redevelopment could include 78 million water, all this other shit. So it's not worth even having a mall no more to redevelop it. And River Oaks is a big mall.
A huge
big ass mall.
And it's empty.
I remember when it was outdoors before they even built the ceiling over it. You know, it was outdoor.
You know what? I remember that now.
Yeah.
So you go back.
when I was young. Yeah.
Before they had an indoor mall, there was stores on the
outside. It was all outdoors. So you walk.
And they had
I remember going in the Christmas. the snow was out. And and it was
the movie theater
the lights,
and a whole bunch of shit.
And it was outdoors.
Yeah.
So you just walk from store to store.
Hey, shit.
It's some old romantic shit with your girl,
Hey, what's crazy, when we was coming up, River Oaks, I grew up out there. River Oaks used to be the spot. That's where you went every weekend.
Evergreen Plaza used to be.
Just 7 years, I say, just.
Well, that's what teenagers did in America. They went to the malls.
And it was busting too.
There was a lot of malls near the base where I was stationed in California. We had malls in all them cities, and that's what we would do. We would go to the malls to get the girls.
After Evergreen failed, Forest City been going down. River Oaks was still good. Up until 7 years ago, we go to River Oaks. It still be motherfuckers in there.
Because it's a suburb.
But now 2020, JCPenney went bankrupt out there. This is one of these the big ones out there.
Sears was the first to go.
Mm-hmm.
But just recently, Rev Oak's been just declining. They ain't got no money to repair that shit. This place through.
Yeah, and
Retail
niggas was
apocalypse.
getting shot and killed out there on a regular basis over the years too. So it's a total decline, man. So hey, but you know, we pretty much get the gist of it. We're gonna get ready to wrap. You brothers got any last scriptures?
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah 6:16. Thus said the Lord, stay ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths.
That's right.
Where is the good way and walk therein? And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein.
Right. They don't want this, man. They
That's
don't
right.
want rest. These bitches out here more depressed. I mention this a lot
Yes.
because it's just facts.
Yes, sir.
These bitches are more depressed now than ever.
Yes.
You got everything you asked for. You're free from the patriarchy, right?
Yeah.
And why are you more depressed now? Because the old ways is what rest is at.
That's
You're
right.
out here going from dick to dick. You're dealing with the headache of this man, that man, because you're supposed to be with one man.
Lessening your value every time you do it.
And now they're complaining more and more and more about their finances and got to work so hard. And I got to go take care. I got to take care of the kids. I got to go cook. I got to go do this. I got to go do that. Well, that's what you asked for.
That's regular shit though.
And
The
it's
nigga one was already doing that. See, that whole feminist shit of, oh, well, now they fighting with them to get jobs. That wasn't a black issue. Let's not forget, the black one was already enslaved, working. That wasn't a black issue. That's bullshit. They just wanted to go be sluts.
That's it.
Because they was already doing all that. They was doing just fine with doing that.
That's what I'm telling them. Don't complain now that you, man, you got to pay these bills and Pookie acting a fool and you going in and out of jail and all this other shit. Now, this is what you asked for. You're independent black woman. That's why you wonder why we got the Passport Brothers, you got the Castle Movement, you got, all this. And guess what? I just listened to one earlier today. The girl said she went into an event in L.A., and she said it was over 1,000 people event, and all the couples there was a whole bunch of niggas there. And now he said not one of them had a black woman. And she started, go ahead.
No, I'm actually looking at the comments.
I didn't get a chance
It
to
was
read the comments.
beautiful. So many
Oh
black
man, you
men talking
about to
we
make me.
tired-
I'm about to go pull it up.
The arguing, we tired of headache. They tired of this shit.
Oh
man.
yeah, I remember that
I got
short
it right here,
video
still
was
got
going
it.
around.
I got it. I'm
Go
playing
ahead,
it.
put it up real quick.
But fellas have options.
No, put it on the big.
Okay, cut. I got you. Yeah, that is how I got
Bring it
it.
out, brother.
You
All
can
right,
never
this Micah 7:10. Then she that is my enemy shall see it,
Came
and
out
shame
again.
shall cover her, which said unto me, where is Yahweh thy power?
See, these bitches scoff. Where's the Lord at?
Yep.
Where's the Most High? You supposed to be this, you supposed to be that, and they take that as a chance to puff themselves up.
Yep.
Because the Lord ain't destroyed this place yet. Because the Lord ain't put these bitches in their place yet.
And
It's gonna happen.
And that's such a powerful scripture. That's the second time it came out.
Oh, damn.
It had, so yeah, because that's where we are, man.
Yep.
That's where we are.
Goes back to what Elder Malcolm said earlier. See, you bitches that had a chance, and y'all went to XYZ.
Oh, it's gonna be worse for y'all. You
Yeah.
women who are actually with the prophets.
About 95% of them were black men with non-black women.
You ain't.
No, I'm putting it in the room. I'm having a problem finding. I'm just making sure it's the last one. I'm just
Go ahead, absolutely, bro.
Let Colossal finish out.
It says, my eyes shall behold her, now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the street.
For the streets.
You got cut, man. Hey, that Stone Cold is stump a mud hole. That's gonna happen. There's gonna be a lot of Stone Cold Steve Austins out here. All right, stumping you bitches out, man.
Yeah, I just watched that Rebel Moon. I rewatched Rebel Moon, both movies. Because they have the director's cut now. This one is longer, and they really and what they didn't show you in the first movie is pretty brutal and graphic, and it's extra in the second movie. And they showed a lot of women getting put to death by those soldiers when they were coming in, man. They were having no mercy on the women, man. They was giving it to them just like they was dudes, man. And they was on that rape doctrine too.
Just for the mission of Israelis.
They was on that. Oh yeah.
They complain they can't rape these motherfuckers in their prisons. Which technically,
that means they've been doing it all along. Now you're gonna stop it. Now they mad.
Which when if you at war with a motherfucker, you get they women.